certainly have animation heroes that I have looked up to through different parts of my life. When I was a kid, I loved Looney Tunes and Chuck Jones. Feed the Kitty was hands down my favorite. And as I got older, I liked all the things that kids in school in the 90s liked.
I grew up watching Saturday morning cartoons and loved watching Hanna-Barbera, you know, so the Flintstones and the Scooby-Doos and all that sort of stuff, you know, Super Friends, loved superhero cartoons, so definitely big shout out to them.
Definitely I'm thinking about Keane. His drawings, his lines are just so appealing. Another short movie that he did and that really touched me was Dear Basketball. It's so inspiring for us CG animator to see his 2D animations. I think about tail twist and rhythm and stuff like that, and it's really useful for us to push the limits of what we're doing.
Not to be cliche, but I think Miyazaki is like the icon, just all the films and the attention to detail and the art direction and the fantastic worlds, like Ghibli and Studio Ghibli in general, is amazing.
If I had to pick a favorite animator, it would be Don Hertzfeld. His film Rejected was what inspired me to start looking into animation schools to see if it was something I could really do. It really spoke to me because of how absolutely weird and bizarre and funny it is, but how simple the visual style is, yet incredibly effective.
The main one that comes to mind is Joaquim Dos Santos. He was a major influence on Avatar: The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, a lot of the shows I grew up watching, and he's just so good. He's just so good. I love his stuff.
One of the first is definitely Wes Anderson. I mean, first of all, just the fact that he's made such a name for himself as a filmmaker, not only in animation, but in live action as well. And regardless of whether his film is in live action or in stop motion, when you watch a Wes Anderson film, you know that you're watching a Wes Anderson film. The way that he plays with symmetry and cinematography in general, there's a lot of rules that he breaks as a filmmaker that are done so elegantly. So yeah, Wes Anderson is definitely one of them.
No show gets done without an entire crew. And yes, you can have your superstars on the team and you can have people that have made huge, giant strides in animation, but I think it's so important to keep in mind that it's entire crews that make these TV shows, movies, and shorts that we love.